Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Adventures of Major Spud, the leader of the, in future at least, reunited Scorchlanders and our hero in progress. After the last episode, as you remember, I finished the episode, at least the recording, unfortunately, and when we were selling beast skins in Blister Hill after visiting the slaughter at Rebirth. Major Spud managed to make it unscathed all the way down to the first camp of the slavers, eyesocket, and also found 3 new fellow slaves to support him in founding his new empire and conquering the continent. We also found one of the Dark Hivers as a slave. The Dark Hivers were, back in the days of the Scorchlanders at power, or in power, let's say valued allies, which were mainly focusing on producing food and take care of all the farming work for the Scorchlanders. And it's in exchange for this, the Scorchlanders were forging weapons and armor for them. So both parties profited very, very well from this cooperation. And unfortunately, with the fall of the Scorchlanders, also the queen of the Dark Hivers was killed, and now they roam the lands quite uncoordinated, and most of them suffer either being as just a no-namer trying to survive from day to day, or they have been enslaved, much likely as the Scorchlanders, although they are not so plentiful. And of course, many of the Scorchlanders have been opportunistic and joined different factions across the world, for which Major Spud will for sure punish a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them. And we will very, very carefully think about recruiting any Scorchlander that has been joining the enemies of the Mourning ones, as our faction will be called now, which we can change right now. The Mourning ones will be the faction name for now, and maybe later on when we get a little bit more power, we will make a little bit more well-sounding name for our faction, and which requires a bit more awe from our enemies. Right now, we will now set foot outside of this camp and try to reach Heng in first place, because in Heng we will then be able to hopefully recruit more slaves in the current slave shop over there at Trader's Edge. So yeah, let's see what happens on the journey over there, and hopefully we make it without losing a member of our very small party. Traveling the desert in this stage is a bit dangerous. We have waited a little bit here, and Major Spud has given them a lot of raw meat, as you can see. So they can at least run with a speed of 18, which will then allow them to at least run away from most animals and also from the starving bandits. But should any any beakthing family or just a single beakthing have the idea to follow them or even attack them, chances of survival will be pretty low for all our group. But let's see what's going on over there. Okay, this slaver, I think he will go down also. Oh no, maybe he's lucky. But let's see what happened here. Okay, let's go over here and maybe see if we can grab some of the furs the big thing dropped when it killed the wolves. So hurry up, guys, and let us see what we can scavenge here from the dead animals. Meat is always welcome, and also are the animal skills, which will give us a little bit more extra money, which we can use very good right now. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, guys, as the slavers continue to kill the wolves, I think it's best for us to just ignore all this and just try to reach Heng without being eaten. One of the main things why I don't like the desert area is because of these dust storms all the time. Um, they simply they harm your vision. They on the bottom line they're just annoying. And as I said before, we were lucky here. An invisible beak thing just popped out of nowhere and hit one of our guys pretty hard. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Metalhead is hit in the head, but he can run. And we need to run to get out of the aggression area from the big thing. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So, let us move up, visit Heng, and then I think close to Heng also there should be another... See, this is what I don't like in the loading of my pretty weak computer. No, it's just a single bone wolf. But even a single bone wolf, bone dog, can kill us right now. Or severely at least chop off a limb or something, which would be quite dramatic, as we don't have anywhere near the money to be able to afford a new one. We need all the money now to free some slaves and to get a decent squad size, so we can then start at least to take on a few starving bandits and maybe later also some dust bandits, and train our combat skills a little bit. I have been thinking a lot about which weapons the Scorchlanders will use, or were using mainly, and in my humble opinion, sabers make the most sense, because sabers are a little bit elegant, and I always figured the Scorchlanders as some kind of desert people and hunters. And also the saber weapon class offers a lot of variety within itself, and of course additionally with some of the additional weapon mods I have added, there should be a lot of fun and a lot of versatility possible in arming and equipping our fighters. Also, I think they will be using pole arms, because pole arms they look just stylish, in my opinion, and but I think the use of ranged weapons will be quite limited, because to be honest, even with playing almost 2,100 hours in this game, I'm not really a big fan of the crossbows, because crossbows, if you micromanage them correct, they make your party, from a certain point, they make your party just invincible. If you have one guy that can run fast enough, he can pretty much kill everything as long as he has enough ammo. And this, in my opinion, that pretty much breaks the game. And also is not very fun to watch when if one guy is shooting a big thing for half an hour because he has to run after every shot. But let's see what comes out. I have thought maybe about using some spring bats and make some squad like hit and run tactics for some of let's say for 1 or 2 squads, but and also for the base defenders. But we will see what comes out later, and we will leave everything open. I do not know if I have mentioned it before, but if you make a subscription to my channel and would like to have a character, any character named after you, just drop me a comment in the comment section below, and tell me which character, the name of the character, and that should be renamed. And also if you have a special wish for, let's say, using a crossbow, pole arm, or what kind of saber, or what kind of pole arm you would like him to use. And then of course, if possible in any way, I will follow your wishes, so to keep the series more interesting for all of you to watch continuously. So, and thankfully now we are arriving Heng, and as you can hear, the dust storms here are really I don't know, I just don't like the sound. Of course there are dust storms excuse me, in the border areas or border zone and other areas as well, but the sound they have over here, I think it's nowhere else is as loud as it's over here. So let us see if we are lucky and they sell some. They have at least one Scorchlander. So the journey was not forsaken. Let us see. Maybe inside there's more, but let's check if the slave trader here is. I would like to buy some slaves, of course. We have 2 new members, Austrian and Ofex. But I think that's it. Yes. Okay, Austrian Offet. First thing you do, you drop your slave shackles. Get them away. And now he's healing melee. So let's quickly change the roster. Let's put it like here. So, okay. Now let's see. Maybe if we can equip our people a little bit. But with 12,400, this doesn't really make sense. I think what we will do right now is we will buy some more meat. Let Melehead rest a bit in one of the bars, and eventually see if we can find 1 or 2 cheap recruits. So let us see. Okay, but here it seems there's nobody inside. Show me what you have. He has plenty of meat. And we have some furs to sell. So, okay. So let's see. 17 out of 17. So we have 27 meat right now. This should be enough, at least to reach the camp. And also what I will do is now, because you see Ofex and Austrian, because they are malnourished, their walking speed has gone down by -2, or running speed. So what I will do is, like, we let Melehead heal, and until Melehead is fully healed, we let Ofex and Austrian get some food, or have some food, so they can at least run with the speed of 18, which makes the whole journey a lot more safe for everybody in our small group. Also, as long as nothing else is happening, Major Spud will go and look in the weapon shop if we can find some cheap sabers. Oh, no, don't do this. Why are you hitting a door? And now it's closed. Perfect. Okay, so there you go, passive and hold. Let's see if we can make this without Major Spud actually going to prison. So let's see. Jesus Christ. Yes, and of course he sees us. So I think Major Spud will need to go and make a little trip outside. No, I think he will go to prison. And as we see, just one wrong knock and we lost a leg. Perfect. A really, really good start. I just hope they will heal him. At least one thing. So, what will we do now? That was was not very brilliant of you. But also the shopkeeper was a little bit mean, just to lock the door right in the moment when Major Spud tried to open it, so it looks as if he wants to break in. It's not it's not a nice way to do things. So let's see how many hours he has to stay in prison. 20 hours. Okay, so what we will do, I think we set Cube and Panlo on the mission to find the next slave camp, which should be somewhere around here. But before, let's buy some meat. So they can at least have some food and share some food with that should be enough. And now they are ready to go. Let's see what they can do as long as Spud spends some time in prison. Also in this way their athletic skill will go up, but we don't need everybody to run with them. Austrian and Offex will watch over Mehelet, so nothing happens to him. And let's speed this process up a little bit. So, and as you can see, as Heng is a very populated area, there's always a lot of killing and also possible looting going on. It's pretty nice how densely populated the area is. So if you want to spend some time here in your early days in any new Kenshi adventure, I can highly recommend it, because also there are skimmers, bone dogs, starving bandits, empire peasants, and or outlaw rebels. On the bottom, a lot of things from which you can loot after the samurai have killed it. So let's see how fast is this skimmer. It's only 16. So where's the slave farm? Let's go there, because we come at a good time, because at 2 o'clock at night the slaves are not out in the fields, which is a small tip I can give to everyone starting new in Kenshi. If you want to buy slaves, wait until to be sure, or absolutely sure, after midnight, because during the daytime most of the slaves are out in the fields or at the mines, where and are not possible to be sold or bought. So let us see. Did they close the door? Okay. So now the gate is open. Where are you? Yeah, okay. Come here quickly before the slaves go out again. So, okay. Let's see how many of our brothers we can free in this camp. Okay, let's see. I'm here to buy, of course. We have not a single Scorchlander here. Maybe here. This looks like a Scorchlander, or is it? There is also a shack. And there is also no trader. And obviously also no. There is no. This does not look all too promising, but here I see one. So let's see if there's a trader. we have a trader. I'm looking to buy some slaves. Yeah, we have one. No, but only one. Normal buy. So, no, we're not your boss. We are you comrades. Come with us and feel good. So, but first of all, we will give you some food. Also, what I discovered is a very easy way to just drag and drop some stuff, so you don't always have to open a trade menu with your new characters or with characters at all. So yeah, just a small tip on the side. So let's see, where are they hiding and why are you working in the middle of the night? It's not very fair. So we are not trying to free anyone right now because this would much likely end in our utter destruction. Or maybe not destruction, but imprisonment for sure. So, is here? No, there are no. Yeah, these guys will be difficult to take on. Oh, no, these are not so heavy, but the Empire Noble Guard, they are tough guys to fight. So, let's see what we can do here. But why is here is one Scorchlander now. Why did we not see him? So maybe it was the shopkeeper who wasn't here. Ah, we have two. Very good. Kiji and Slick. Let's buy them. So then this trip was really quite worth it. Finding 3 new companions. Banlo. You give Kiji a few pieces of meat. And Cube, you give some to Slick. And now we have reached a size of the group where it starts to get interesting to keep them all fed. But with a few more members we will be able to start hunting. So yeah, we have now found a few more guys, so let's just go back to Heng, but maybe if possible in any way. We have 8,000 left. Yes, we should go back to Heng, because also the skimmers run at a speed of 16, and all with the food I've given to the guys, they should be running more quickly very soon. So yep. Let us see. Let's return to Heng, which is, by the way, the capital of the United Cities. And who are these city heroes? As these are the city heroes for me are the biggest bunch of idiots running around in all Kenshi. I don't even understand their whole purpose. But if they want to call them heroes, okay, why not? This is what I wanted to show you. Here we have no, these are manhunters. Manhunters and slavers are really nasty. First of all, as you can see, they have really big groups, and not come too close to them because they might think we are runaway slaves, and then simply try to re-enslave us. And at this stage we can't really do anything about them. Because, not to underestimate, if you get attacked by slavers or manhunters, even if you have no trouble with the United Cities before, if the slavers attack you, the samurais will happily join them, just cutting you down and making some extra profit by selling him into slavery. So yeah, this is not very pleasant. Okay, let's see. Jesus, why he has... But on the other side, if we can just somehow find enough money to get him a leg, we might... Then we have an advantage that at least one of our guys can run a little bit more quickly. But who are they? Caravan guys, okay. So let's see. Major Spud should... He will have to stay in prison for, I think, one more day, no? Yeah, for 12 more hours. So, I think what we'll do is we will finish this episode now. Unfortunately, there has not been a lot of action, unless, except Spud losing his leg for trying to break in the weapon shop after being tricked by the owner. Yeah, so thanks everybody for watching the episode. Like I said, if you want to subscribe to my channel, I would very much appreciate it. Leave a comment or a like if you want. And I'll see all of you soon, and yeah, with the next episode of the Adventures of the Mourning Guard, reuniting the tribes of the Scorchlander. Thanks a lot, and ciao.